The clock strikes 12, I step into the haze. Whispers call me from 1,000 graves. Shadows dance in corners out of sight. I chase the unknown deep into the night. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. A flicker, a chill, a shadowed hand. The unseen lingers where I stand. Through creaking doors and empty halls, I hear the echoes of forgotten calls. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. And the unknown. Eyes that watch from a place unreal. A touch so cold it makes you feel they're near but hidden, veiled in shade. I walk with ghosts, I'm unafraid. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown.
Hey, Robin. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Campfire Chats with Eric and Guest. I'm your host, E.D. Testerman. I apologize. I am completely multitasking at one time, at the same time. I pulled a 53-hour work week this week, so I'm trying to get caught up on that investigation. I'm a little over halfway through the audio side of that investigation and a little over halfway through the video side of that investigation, trying to get everything done and stitched together. There's been so much stuff caught on there, especially on the audio side of it, that it has taken me a wicked long time to go through it because I'm trying to clean it up. I'm trying to get it where it's a little bit more noticeable and try to figure out what they're talking about. So it's fun. Yeah, I've been busy all day. I've been on this computer. To my iHenyar readers on Patreon, I have released the new book idea for the Legio 9 Hispana, that the Cordarian Forest, which is a book that is my twist on the what happened to the fabled Ninth Legion that was lost in Britannia. So that is available for you guys to look at. on there. Artwork has been created for that as well, and so between that and going through the evidence, getting these big books written, working on my page for getting all the artwork and stuff uploaded for the unpublished books and stuff, I've been busy today. With that being said, who all's got some encounters they've had that they want to share? They either recently just had. Ursa was talking a little bit in the background. I was giving him a hard time because, I'm me and I got to give Ursa a hard time. But, something that's happened to them this week or something they haven't shared that they want to share. And if you want to come on live, I'll bring you on live. If you want to bring Maine backstage, I'll and just talk in the chat. Well, we just talk about it in chat. So with that being said, how's everybody doing today, and what we got, or what's our topic for today? Kind of missed the chat here. Let me get caught up. Man, I got further behind on this chat than I wonder. Yeah, no kidding, Roxanne. I know his feeling. I ended up missing work Thursday because my knee was aggravated again. I've been on the brush crew all week, and Tuesday and Wednesday, we were just caught up to so many vines that my knee just started acting up again. Reading that would make 5 mil look like a Sakapity. Oh, wow. That'd be cool. Sounds spooky with the phone and the laptop on the same song. I would have liked to heard that. Yeah. Two fluffies going down down the highway. I'm kind of scared of what you're talking about on that, Roxanne. Here we go. Don said, me and my wife had a weird thing where we're sitting here talking and heard a whoop. No kidding. Oh man. So you got an actual good whoop. Was it kind of like that, Don? Is like a whoop. Banana, blueberry, pine cone, swabs. Banana for fana, fee-fi for fana, banana. Then I'm trying to find an artwork cover or work that I created for a book that I'd started. And by golly, George, I can't seem to find it anywhere. So I'm digging on my little program that I made it on. I still can't find it. Did I miss something else that he said? Real soft, sounded real faint. So he was at a distance then, or he or she was at a distance. Yeah. And I've heard that so many times. I know exactly what you're talking about. And you're trying to gauge the distance, but because of their vocal abilities and everything else around it, is so freaking hard to distinguish an actual distance with them things there. Because they could be further out than what you think. A normal human, you'd be going, hey, he's roughly, about a mile or about a quarter mile out. Well, with them Bigfoot and as loud as they can, as good as their vocals are, hell, they could be 2-3 miles out, and you just won't know. And it was in your house. So, that would tell me that it was closer than you realized, because if you can hear it faintly through the walls of your house, I'm assuming your TV and stuff was on like that, and you still heard him or heard it. That dude was kind of close. That's still cool, though. Hey, Roger. Oh, it was in the same room. Man, the plot thickens on this thing. So you 100% sure it did not come from outside? Oh, and I didn't. Oh, I know I missed that about me driving you to Nashville, and I said on a bicycle. He said we get looks, and I said two fluffies. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's also so. I mean, you're talking. I mean, if you're 100% sure that came from inside and not outside, because I mean, I've heard that stuff coming from the outside where it sounded like it was inside, but if you're convinced that's what it was, you gotta. It sounds like you got a ghost messing with you, buddy. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it one bit. You probably got a ghost messing with you. Man, I slept through my alarm today, and I feel like such a butt because I missed a coworker's funeral. Oh God, man, I didn't. I slept like 9 freaking hours, and I slept right through my 7:30 alarm. Didn't wake up till 10:30, and his funeral was at 10. So I was like, dude, I feel like such an ass because I missed, you know. And he was a solid dude. I love this guy a lot. He was a good friend of mine, and I just seen him a couple months prior to me leaving the department that I was in. I was sitting on his front porch talking with him because I was in his area. He lived in an area I was responsible for, and I was happened to be driving through that area, and I seen him out on his front porch. So I pulled in, was just sitting there talking to him like I always had, and we had a good conversation. You know, drank some water and just talked about everything that was going on. And next thing you know, I hear he passed away. So I mean, I feel like a total bunghole right now. Or ghost ghost thinking it's Bigfoot or ghost. Nah, it could be just a straight ghost jacking with him. That's still some cool stuff. Hey, Bounty. I mean, that's still something, Dawn. I mean, that's really cool to run into. I thought when you was talking about a whoop, I thought you was talking about Bigfoot, but I mean, like like on today, just a few tidbits of what I caught on a digital 360. Sometimes that stuff's so faint you can't hardly hear it. And the only way you can pick it up is with like a digital 360. But there is so often they talk so silently, it's hard to pick anything up. So, and sometimes it can be hard to make out what they're doing. So, I mean, it's what they're doing or saying. You know, I mean, I literally got one that was going. Thumped my digital 360 recorder and said, "What is this?" So it literally was interacting with my digital 360. Um, I mean, they make all sorts of different sounds and stuff. I mean, that's not uncommon at all. Did it do anything else, Don? I better not go there. Oh, that deserves a. So that was it. Just that little whoop. Wow, man. I'd be. Do you have question? Do you have a digital 360 handy or some type of digital recorder? Digital 360 will be better if you can if you can have that available. If not, I mean, do you have a device like that handy? Dang. If you can get your hands on a digital 360, Dawn, place that up in your house one night when you guys go to bed and just let it record all night while you sleep and then go through the evidence. You will be shocked on how much stuff you'll pick up on that digital 360 that you can't pick up with a naked ear. Like when I'm doing the EVP sessions, uh, I pick up a lot of stuff. I pick up a lot more from a digital 360 than I do that EVP session. So I always highly, highly recommend if you're doing anything with paranormal, have a digital 360. Them things are freaking awesome when it comes to listening to what they're saying, listening to what things they're doing, and actually communicating. Now, the communication's low, obviously, because you can't hear what they're saying until you go over the evidence, but it helps you to build a rapport where you can possibly get them to talking more. Oh, you don't want to hear anymore? Well, I can't blame you on that, buddy. I can't blame you on that. I mean, some people don't like to hear it. They really don't. But some people do. I'm just one of them crazy little jarheads that like that stuff. I mean, I go hunting for monsters for a living. I like it. Thank you for sharing that, Don. I appreciate that, buddy. Anybody else got anything they want to share? Oh, you hoser. Gosh dang, this is taking forever to go through all my artwork that I've created. I mean, I've created a lot of artwork. Same with me and entities. I don't mind entities and I don't run away. Nah, you know, a lot of people, I mean, and I can't fault somebody for being um, nervous or whatever the term is they want to use for not wanting to listen with that stuff. Um, I can't fault them for it. Some people just don't want to mess with it or are scared of it or worried about it. I can't fault somebody for that. I mean, it's I get it. I mean, when I was young dealing with that stuff for the first time, I was that way. I mean, I was like, what am I hearing? Why is this happening to me? I mean, I was that way once. So, I mean, I respect the fact that they don't want to deal with it. Um, that's for sure. You trying to get your black belt and your chumper muncher karate judo? Heck yeah, be sure to hit that like and subscribe and share button. Oh my gosh, I wish you people could. Well, you probably could if I shared your screen. I mean, it's like I'm going through tons and tons and tons of this stuff. Not scared, just have no want to deal with it or have most of my life. Well, I mean, and that's another good reason right there too. But yeah, I mean, some people are, ain't nothing wrong with that at all. How much do y'all believe in the accidentally occurrences, like the chances of something having absolutely nothing behind it? Just accidental occurrences, like a chance of something having have absolutely nothing behind it. Just that. That's believe it or not, a lot of the times when I'm pulled on an investigation, it's that has something to do with that. Now is that because people initially did not believe in it, and that's why that is that way? Is it because it's something new? I mean, it's definitely possible. Definitely. I mean, I've had weird things that I can't explain why it happened. I really can't. Hey, Chitty, what's happening? Hey, Don. Yeah, I mean, there's things that happen out there you can't explain it. You just absolutely, no matter what you do or how hard you try, you cannot explain why what happened. Yep, finally found the picture. This whole time, I'll show you what picture I've been trying to find. Like I said, I'm multitasking because I'm way behind on stuff between being hurt and the hours I've been working lately. That is the picture it's not popped up yet. That is the picture this whole time I've been trying to find. I know I have it on my external, but for some reason I couldn't find it. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I need to get my butt out in gear and get my motor fixed. I accidentally broke the nipple off of the fuel pump, so I need to get my butt in gear and get out there and get it fixed. But I just haven't done it yet. Of course, I mean, like I said, I just got off a 50-30 hour work week. Man, I'm usually so tired by the time I get home. But now I'm like spending today just nonstop on my computer going through video and audio evidence and writing and creating artwork and creating music and working on the web page. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm so far behind. It's gonna be another late night. And that is true, Roxanne. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. And that's also true, Don. Yeah, there's times they don't think that you can hear them or see them. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. It's my fault. I was trying to pull the line, the fuel line off of it. When I did, I jerked a little too hard, and I mean, it's all plastic nowadays, and it broke off. Number three has got a significant value to it. How do I want to put this? It's an important number. For the good, the bad, or the ugly, it's an important number. Um, I can't tell you from off my head everything that's tied to it on both sides of the tracks, but it is. Oh, shit. Thank you. By God. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hey, everybody. Forgive me. I meant to do this at the start of the show and I completely forgot. If you all wouldn't mind, would you join me in a moment of silence for the late great Charlie Kirk? I really loved what that man did. I loved what he stood for. I loved his values, and my heart goes out to his family. Um, when I heard what happened, it kind of hit me a little hard because I couldn't believe that this happened to him. So, if you guys wouldn't mind, would you please join me in a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk? Rest in peace, Charlie. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's a sad deal right there. uh, does a digital 360 have software that allows you to reliably skip silence? No. You'll have to download it and go through a program to to do what you got to do. Um, but it's handy. I used oh God, I couldn't do that. Used electric for the first time. I couldn't do that. Absolutely, Roxanne. Amen. Hey, Amanda. Um, appreciate you guys joining me in that moment of silence there. Um, yeah, it's. Um, thank you, Dawn. Yeah. Um, sorry, getting a little teary here for a second, but with this, with like a digital 360, I can't. Now, I could be wrong. There could be some out there to have that type of stuff to it. Uh, absolutely. Um, I'm in a trailer park, so the terrain ain't too heavy. I still couldn't do it, man. I still can't do it. Not knowing what that does to the environment, I just can't do it. Yeah, the lightness is pretty nice. Yeah, it's extremely lacking. Yeah, absolutely. Bounty, maybe his family be cradled in loving hands. Absolutely. Yes, Amanda. Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, you guys are making me tear up a little bit, man. That was a sad deal. That dude was a solid dude, and I had nothing but love and respect for that guy and what he did. Uh, oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, Robin, thank you so much. Let's also do a moment for Jeff Meldrum as well. Thank you, Robin. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot that one too. My head is just all over the place. So this is for Jeff, man. Rest in peace, brother. We've lost too many good people here lately, so this is a hard time, folks. This is a hard time, but we must stay strong. I got to fight that demon within inside of me that wants to come out and seek revenge on what happened to the innocent people, because that's what I do. I'm here to protect the innocent, and my hat is just all over the place. Um, you know. Oh well, yeah, I get that. I get that, man. Don't worry, Bounty. You're all good, sweetie. Uh, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Same. He was used as direction to hide in Poland and this everyone that. Yep. Yeah, absolutely, Bounty. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's I mean, if you guys didn't see it, I put a little post out about Charlie uh, last night on my author's Facebook page. Uh, I can tell you, that's not just my feelings. There's a lot of veterans like me out there who feel that same way. We're getting pushed to that point where that demon's going to break loose from its cage, and when it happens, these guys to act the way they act ain't going to know what hit them. But yeah, uh, yeah, yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. It was yeah, that was hard. And of course, I dissected it from a military point of view. So yeah, yeah, absolutely, Don. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. I mean, what happened to Charlie was a deep state ordeal. 100%. Absolutely, Amanda. Loved everyone. You're 100% correct on that. So that part, I no, I don't believe in the signal part. I'm sorry, bub. I mean, I know a lot of people do. He was that he wasn't signaling what people think he was signaling. That signals, hey, there's something strange up here. You need to take a look at it. That's exactly what that signal was. But you get these people that never looked into that stuff, and no, I don't believe he was the signal. No. Now, I said it from the moment it happened that this was an assassination attempt, and that older gentleman was the distraction, so the shooter would get away. And I've seen it, I've seen it, bud, and I don't believe that he is the instigator. He wasn't signaling for that to happen. He was signaling to warn somebody that something was odd. I'm a firm believer in that. Um, yeah, I've seen the video. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Nope, I'm not one that subscribes to that. Um, but I always knew that guy was a distraction. So Patsy, absolutely. I mean, that's a straight up military tactic right there. Exactly what happened. I mean, okay, this is not correct. I'm sorry. We'll jump off the bandwagon for a second. That was straight up military op stuff going on right there. Um, it straight up was a one every. I mean, from the moment I saw the very first video of it and all the videos through the rest of it, it screamed governmental um, setup with what happened with the Patsy, with everything else. He was purposely taken out. Hey, Kyle. So I don't want to get too much on that, but yeah. Uh, well, I didn't know. I didn't see where they explained it. I mean, I was just looking at it from the point of view as, hey, that's what we do. And that plane just got a 25,000 fine when the pilot turned off the transponder. No kidding. Oh wait, I missed something. Kyle, what did I miss, buddy? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. My brain's in a different place. Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, so let's look at it. God, I really didn't want to do a whole show on this. Um, hey, Roger. Uh, that was a bullet hitting a bulletproof vest that ricocheted up and got him. Yeah, no. He was signaling the authorities, let them know, hey, there's something strange going on over here. I mean, we did the same stuff. Um, I just seen something about an explosion. Hold on a second. Oh yeah. So what that was is, to me it looked like it hit body armor and ricocheted up. That's what I saw. Yeah, yeah. That's. I don't want to cross no line, Bounty. That's what I'm trying to do. This ain't a show for that type of stuff. It'd be a Rumble show. No, you're good. You're good, Kyle. You're good. No worries. I mean, this is going to be a more of a Rumble show than it is a YouTube one. It did look like something looked like armor, ricocheted up and got him. Um, but with the Patsy, the sound that it made, that crack crack, tells me that it was at a distance. Definitely a bolt action. It sounded a lot like a bolt action. Um, it was a hit. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, yeah, it could be because it looked padded. I'll give you that. Yeah, yeah. I wasn't for sure if he was or not. I yeah, I remember somebody saying something yesterday about it. I wasn't for sure if he was or not. You're good. Yeah. Um, but that's what it looked like to me. Watching it in slow mo, it looked like it hit like body armor and it came up. But so I mean, you're like the third person who told me he's wore body armor, so that makes sense. now that I've got 3 on it, I can pretty much go onto that bandwagon because there's 3 different sources that don't know each other. It said the exact same thing. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I didn't hear that. So it was a 30 caliber bolt action. Okay. So, well, there you go. I didn't know they came out with that yet. I have not paid attention to the news yesterday or today because, I've been working, just been busy. Yeah, I mean Hollywood got stuff like that. Absolutely, yeah, they absolutely do. But yeah, I don't think the guy in the white hat was a signaler. No, I don't. I could be wrong. I could be proven wrong in the future. Right now, with the evidence I see, I don't see it. Yeah, I'd wear was supposed to be a 30-06. It sounded very much like a bolt action, which I hunt bolt action. My rifle's a 7 mag, Remington 7 mag bolt action. I hunt bolt action. I love bolt action. I'm a big fan of bolt action. I've used it in the Marines and I've used it in the civilian life. You know, oh, I, that was the guy, the one I seen. The guy in the white hat next to him was doing a bunch of these signals. Then there was another guy that was on the other side of him that reacted right when it happened. You been building fence? Oh man, yeah. I spent 13 hours yesterday laying down hot mix on a road. I'll look at it again, but I just seen him bend down, pick up a microphone, and plop. I mean, that was. I didn't see Kirk put any signals out. Uh, yeah, I spent 13 hours yesterday laying hot mix down, and man, I was tired. I was tired. I got to bed around 1:30 this morning. I didn't wake up till 10:30. And I feel so bad because it was a coworker of mine's funeral, and I had my alarm set to go to it, and I slept. I slept through my alarm. I have no idea the Aztec woman is leading me to. Don't want to say right now. Need to make sure. Okay, yeah, just keep me updated on it. Yeah, it was a hot day, man. On a that thing's hot mix is over 200 degrees when it comes out of the paver, the laying machine, the paving machine. It's over 200 degrees. So you got a 90-degree day, 90 plus degree day, plus the humidity, plus you got rock oil mix coming out of the back of the machine that's well over 200 degrees. Hot day. 13 hours of it. Hot day. Yeah, I poopered. I slept. I slept a lot. Dude, yeah. Hot mix is brutal. I love it though. I prefer hot mix over anything else. Absolutely. Uh, Microseal's nice if you want to extend the life of the road for a little bit. I'm not a big fan of cold mix. I mean, it'll do in the pinch. It's a lot better than freaking shipping seal. But I mean, hot mix is brutal. Hot mix is brutal. It lays down smooth, lays down beautiful. It's man, it's amazing. It is beautiful. I just took homemade red out of the oven. Go with butter, nice hot, and oh so good. So what's red? For me, I think red. I'm thinking like reading a book. So what is red when it comes to cooking, Roxanne? Roxanne. It does. By far, yeah, 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 definitely. But and I didn't get paid for that 13 hours yesterday because I'm taking my own personal time off, and oh bread, huh? That's not what you said, Roxanne. Um, but it's not. Yeah, I'm trying to get a promotion. So in order to get this promotion, um, I got to sacrifice some free time to go out and learn stuff. So I mean, I was doing on the job training for this promotion I'm looking at getting. It sucks now, but it'll pay off later if I get it. Dude, Roxanne, I'm hillbilly. Come on. Spell check don't speak hillbilly. But I did hear that howl again. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, I did hear that howl again the other night. Uh, it's I couldn't believe it. I mean, I walked out on my front porch and it was off in the distance. But I did hear that howled again the other night, that wolf howl. So that thing's back. I mean, just like it was before, single howl, nothing else, just one single howl. Um, but yeah, I was like, oh, here we go again. Hey, freaky. Only if it is the hillbilly itself, which, sorry, AI is not hillbilly. Oh, crap. Hold on. Oh, I'll check it out in a minute. I thought it was something important. Yeah, yours ain't hillbilly, Roxanne. We know better than that. Come on. Yours is more like this. Hey, Justin. That's what yours is, Roxanne. I guess I got to put my earpiece in so I can hear my stuff go off. And then your chomper monsters do this. Hell yeah, Kyle. Oh, man. I got to pick you on you a little bit, Roxanne. So, but yeah, no, I mean, with these strange, there's a lot of strange things going on. A lot of strange things. But, you hearing that howl again, I'm like, as long as I don't hear it like I did that one time last winter, um, I'll be all right. That was a little close for comfort, and I was surrounded on two ends. Nothing but a winter coat and a pair of shorts and flip flops. Yeah, I was not prepared. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah, all the man, I've just been working. Between my job and then doing this. I've literally have been in this office since 10:30 this morning. So I mean, it's just been nonstop going over stuff. I've still got. Let me pull it up here. I've still got 53 minutes, 37 seconds, and 17 milliseconds of audio to go through. I still got 30 minutes of video plus 14 of. So I got 44 minutes and 5 seconds of video to go through. Then I've got stitching. I got to start stitching it together, and a lot of my video was lost. So I'm a little upset about that. I know for a fact when I turned the camera on, it said recording, and then when I got up and checked it later, it wasn't recording, and I can't find where it was recording, so I don't know what happened to it. Which I mean, in paranormal, they shut off devices all the time. It's why I got up and looked. I should have got up and looked sooner than what I did. I just got caught up with what was going on in the moment and didn't do it. Um, oh man, I would have go. I'm a screamer. I would have go down screaming. You've been sitting, got up at 5. Yeah, man, I went to bed at 1:30 this morning. Um, Slept through my alarm. Had an alarm set at 7:30 so I could go to that funeral. Slept through it. Woke up at 10:30, freaking out. was like, well, it's a little too late now. Everything will be over by the time I get to town. Came in here. Well, I made me some coffee. I tried a new brand of that Death Wish coffee called Odin's Blend. Woo, that's a smooth coffee. That is a smooth coffee. It's pretty good. And just been in here creating artwork, writing music, going through evidence, writing stuff. I mean, just been busy. Just stitch things together, editing wise, what type of thread. So I can let me move this. Let me move this over. I'll show you what I use. Okay, I got to move this to my other screen. Of course, it's going to fight me on it like it normally does when it's being a pain in the butt. Okay, let me share my screen here. Hold on a second. All right. So this is what I do. This year I listen to all my audio and go through my video on here. Of course, you can see where I'm setting stuff, trying to get sounds, right where you can hear it, or try to get it to hear it the best you can. When I'm putting in them boxes for orbs, or if I see a figure or something, that's all done on this side here when I'm doing the video stuff. And then once that's all done, I delete everything on here except for what I captured, save it, go back there, delete all that, add that back in, and keep going through. Once I've done that to all that stuff, then I open up a new screen, and that's where I start stitching all the finished stuff together. The artwork, for the stuff, the videos, audios, I start stitching it all together. But this is what I use is this right here. Uh, you got up at 4:30. You went to bed at 2:30. Damn, Don, you didn't get crap for sleep, buddy. You haven't been to sleep yet, Bounty? Oh God, I know that feeling. My wife got up 3:15, ready to go to work. Oh man. Uh, hey Tim. So yeah. Now when this is like if I'm doing a video, then I go here and I enhance it so it takes up my full screen, and then I can use all that down in here. And then once I find something, I pause it, I shrink it back down, and I start going through my tools here for my editing part to see what's going. Hey Wayne, uh, it has been for me too, Don, until I got that grounding mattress cover. When I got that grounding mattress cover, dude, I've been sleeping a lot more. It's nice. Uh, that's what we're talking about right here, Wayne. This Wondershare Femora. This is what I use right here. Is all this. Now I have different stuff like when I'm writing music, creating artwork, which is nice because it's this program here. I can animate my artwork, but it's expensive and not very good. The video I put out this morning dealing with Jesus Pay on Junior and my show tomorrow. I actually did that on the software that I use to create my artwork. And so it's nice to be able to do that again. Doesn't cost me extra, and it seems to do better. Take it easy, Kyle. Yeah, I'm missing. What did I miss here? Yeah, yeah. Oh, but yeah, this is what I do. So literally, I've had this up all freaking day, just going through. This was the first. I finally finished this one here. This audio block was an hour, 32 minutes, and 45 seconds long. The one I'm working on now is an hour, 27 minutes, and 30 seconds. This one here was in the living room where we were. This was back here in the bedroom where nobody was at until later on that night. So during most of the investigation, this was by itself in the back bedroom, and I'm picking up some interesting stuff off of it. And of course, this is what little video I caught that was worth keeping. Um, so I've got to play around try to figure out how to make it work. Yeah, that's what I use. So when I'm stitching videos together, doing editing of videos, looking for evidence, the video, it's all done on that right there. Yeah, that's literally what I've been looking at most of the day today. That's the wrong button. But and on top of everything else, of course, doing research for the book that I started that I didn't want to lose track on. Get another vlog. Oh, for the barbecue? Yeah. Oh, crap. I forgot I got food in the oven warming up. Okay, I'll give it 10 more minutes while I'm playing the top of the hour commercial. I'll run in there and shut that off. I was eating that food, didn't realize what time it was. I haven't eaten today. I literally have been immersed in this and forgot to eat and forgot to do a lot of stuff and lost track of time. I just happened to look down and go, oh crap, I got live here in a little bit. But and then like this program here, this is what I create my artwork on. Let me scroll up here to the top. I mean, I've got crap tons of artwork. But let me get up here to the top. Um, this is some artwork I was working on before I went live for a book that I forgot to create it for. Of course, you can see the artwork here. This is the animated side of it, the artwork I created for tomorrow's show. And this is Midjourney. I use Midjourney to create my artwork, and now on Midjourney you can animate it, which is what I've done here. So, like when you create something, you can just put it over here. You can do different stuff to it, and now, like I said, with the option of animation, uh, you can now do stuff, and it's fun. I mean, it's fun. It can be a pain in the butt. It can take you a long time to create something worth looking at. I mean, you got to word things right. Like here's the book cover to the new book that I just started on. I created that yesterday. I used to be. Now I've got to depend on something else because my hands don't work like they used to, Wayne. Uh, but so yeah, that's the book cover for the Lijos 9 Hispana book. The Grizz would be out. But you can create, like for me, one of my favorite codes to use for it is 4K 3D, which a lot of my stuff is. Let's think of something here. And you get, man, you trying to create something you really want. Um, oh, um, let's see here. Let's say, so you'll type it in like this, right? Then I'm going to hit create. And it can give you something completely off the wall of what you've actually want. And you just got to keep either re-hitting it until it gives you what you want, or fine-tuning how you want it. I mean, just it takes time. So like this here, I put in here 4K 3D deer walking through the wood through a misty woods. A light fog hovers over the ground. Lightning bugs flash their lights, and it creates 4 images. So this is what it gives you. So this one actually worked pretty good compared to some of the other stuff. Um, it's not exactly what I wanted, but it's close. Um, but that's and if it ain't exactly what you want, then what I like to do, because sometimes you got to hit it multiple times and you'll get pretty close to what you want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's all about wording and how you type it in. Because I can't draw no more. My hands won't let me paint and draw anymore. But it's constant work, and that's how I create my artwork is doing it this way because I can't do it no more. I used to be able to draw and paint all the time, but I mean it keeps coming up like it keeps putting a path here, and I don't want a path. I never set a path, but you just keep going through it and picking it, and say I want to do so. Let's say I want to animate it, so I'm going to go. This is called Mid Journey Bounty. Um, so I want to animate it. So I hit the option low motion because it's a little bit better when you do it on slow motion versus high motion. So we're going to wait on that. While we're waiting on that, we're going to go here. Um, it was meant to be four at once. It is. It is. It is definitely a working program. But this is what I got to do, and it tells you, right now it's at 43% complete. Animating it takes a long time. But this program here, Mid Journey, does a lot better animation than what Wonder or what Filmora does. Filmora is nice because you can type in what you wanted to do, but it comes up with a lot of my animations you've seen on my other stuff is from Filmora. It's not as good. Uh, I can't remember, Dawn. I really can't remember. I think it was somewhere between 5 $14 a month, somewhere around in there. So now it's completed. So I'm going to wait on it to load up for a second. And then you just click on a picture. Okay, I want to see what this animation does. You wait for it to load up. There it is. It's now animated. Let's check out another one. So, I mean, to me, the animation on this one is a lot better. I just found out that this animated last night. Um, it's far better than Filmora's. So that's it. I mean, that's what I use is that stuff there. The AI artwork I use only does one picture at a time, nothing what you described. Yeah, I love Mid Journey. I've been using Mid Journey for a long time. Yeah, it is a monthly plan. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I've been using Mid Journey for a long time because I like what it does. And then if you go pull this back up, if you go into your create side of it, it's going to have a list of all the artwork you've ever created. It saves it. Now you can go through and delete them if you want. Like we'll go down here to the bottom. We'll see some of my first artworks that I was creating. Which this is what I don't like. I was doing this for a long time. Vikings never had horns uh, on their helmets, but you start just kind of rewording it, redoing it. You can start seeing how the artwork's coming together a little bit better. I mean, this is some of my first work that I was doing, and this was for that book, Viking Age: Secrets of Mercia. Um, but it saves it all. So it's nice to me. It's worth it. I'm constantly in a learning Wade. I mean, constantly learning. About the time I get something figured out, it will throw a monkey in a wrench, and I got to relearn something. It's the only reason why I can right now, Don, is because I got a job. But even then, it's kind of hard. Sometimes I got to let it go to the side because I can't afford it. So this is some of the weird stuff it does. Like I was trying to create a dragon ship, a long ship, and it wants to do this. It's wanting to change. It's adding weird stuff into it. Not this is more what it's supposed to be, but this is very common of what it likes to do. So you got to constantly play with this thing and play with it and play with it and play with it until you finally get something close to what you want. I got into my picture and video stuff since 2012, but put it all away. I've been avoiding them. I guess time to jump back. Yeah, it's for me because I can't draw and paint and do the stuff that I used to be able to do before I had double carpal tunnel surgery. It's handy. I mean, for me, it's handy. But all my book covers, all my commercials, all my short story stuff, all that artwork was created on this. Yeah, that was all created on this right here. And I paid for the only book cover I ever bought and paid for was Saga Grimson Book One, the beginning. After that, it's like, man, I can't afford $50 for every single book because it'll take me forever to recoup my loss on that. That's when I downloaded Midjourney and started using that to create my own artwork. So now every single one of my book covers, except for that one, every single one of those has been created by me. It was created here on this program. It saves me $50. I recoup my losses quicker. That's what I had to do. Yeah, it will. Yeah, you got to be careful with it, Bounty. Absolutely. Yeah, you have to. Yeah. Like, so like something I was dealing with that book cover, it kept wanting to put a Spartan touch to all my helmets. I was like, no, this is Roman. It clearly says Roman in here, the Roman centurion helmet. And it's always wanting to put a Spartan touch to it. And you see, it took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tries to get something semi close to get what I wanted, somewhat of what I wanted. That was the closest I can get because it just you gotta realize this thing doesn't have a brain of its own. So you can know exactly what you want and describe it perfectly, but it's not a living, breathing thing, so it has no brain of its own. So you just sometimes you got to take the best that you can get with it, and that's what I had to do on this. That's still more Spartan than it is Roman because of the top fedora. Centurions are turned sideways, but it is what it is. I had to take what I can get. And then the book covers I actually create that on Kindle. So when I'm on Kindle publishing, I go in there and create the book cover. So I go in, I put the artwork that I want for the book cover, choose the book cover style I want, and then I go through, start typing everything in, setting the colors, setting the font, write the backstories, everything like that. Yeah, it probably is the last name though. It wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, that's what I do. That's when I'm always talking about I'm creating stuff and all that. That's on here. Um, I didn't think about it. I might be able to upload one of the captures I just had. Nope, I can't because I haven't finalized it. Never mind. I was going to share one of the captures from the digital 360 that I just caught, but the fact I haven't finalized it, I've only got it saved. I can't do that yet. Not until I finalize it. But like for me, when I'm writing, I'm constantly doing research because a lot of my stuff is period based. So I'm always, hey, what's the Roman gods? Because I always get the gods, especially with the Greeks and Romans, because they're so similar. I get them mixed up quite often. So I've got so many tabs opened up here because I'm constantly looking at stuff. This is quotes, Roman quotes. This is the complete ranking structure of a legion. I'm generating my own Roman names for this book. So I've got that opened up. And, like I said, the gods, what they're for, blah, blah, blah. That's what so I've always got, every time I'm writing, I got multiple tabs up. Okay. A bunch of chats come in, so let me figure. Okay, there we go. Okay. Eric, I was told when I lived in an apartment that had a vortex in it. A friend told me after I moved out. Oh, no kidding. So he saw the vortex, you didn't? Wow. That, I'm sorry. Um, wow, you didn't know you had a vortex in it, or your friend saw it and didn't. That, like, dude, I thought you were supposed to be my homie. Dang, Wayne. Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff involved. I had no, I already talked. I told you guys heard that howl again. Didn't see it, felt it. I didn't feel it. Oh, okay. So they felt it. They didn't see it, but they felt it. So how sure are they that it was an actual vortex? Curiosity. What made him come up to that conclusion that it was a vortex? Because paranormal and supernatural stuff can give you a weird feeling, which I've noticed people's mistaken as vortexes before. That's not. It was something paranormal or supernatural that was messing with them. That's why I asked that question. You get my little investigative side in it, and I got to ask questions to narrow stuff down. So that's just me being me. I'm always doing that, even when I'm every investigation I go on. I'm always asking multiple questions, trying to narrow stuff down or eliminate ideas. Shut some of them tabs down, so I'm not going to be working on that book for a little while. Now that I got the concept of it done, first chapter's done. Oh, Yeah, I kind of missed some of that conversation, but got parts of it. But parts I've caught, I agree with you on that, Don. Take it easy, Freaky. Okay, I missed quite a bit of conversation here. Could be freaks. You see, I hear a man and a woman talking. Yeah, and that's, I mean, in paranormal stuff, you're going to hear that, Wayne. You're going to hear them talking. That's why I was wondering, what made your friend think it was a vortex. Um, oops, I'm sorry, my fingers done it's doing its own thing. Um, it's and that's a common thing. Like, I mean, I've experienced this so many freaking times. I mean, you can feel the energy in the air when you're dealing with paranormal, and supernatural, and it's like a tingling, like almost like static electricity going across your body. You usually feel it in your hairs first, then you feel it on your skin. And I've heard so many people describe that same thing. They say it's a vortex or it's a dimensional shift. And what's another one I've heard? Time loop, time lapse, something like that. Something dealing with time. And I'm like, no, that's just paranormal. And I'll pull out the equipment, show them. It's like you have nothing going on here, and you kind of somewhat see a figure on it. And I was like, it's paranormal. So I mean, that's not saying it ain't. I mean, they very well could be a vortex. It's just I know that's been my experiences. Anytime I've ever heard the description like that, it's been paranormal. Yeah, in an essence, portal. Yeah, Amanda, I could see that being a portal, but it was like a time lapse, a time loop. Um, and that other stuff. I mean, could it be a portal? Possibly. I've never been in a portal myself, but from what I hear, there's most of the time people don't describe a weirdness at all. Sometimes they do. So, and I think that's basically if you got the right frequency to go in and thank you. Oh my God, and I gotta get that food out of the oven too. Thanks, Roxanne. Let's play a DEA Roberts commercial. If you want to find DA's books, go to Amazon, look up d.a.roberts. Uh, Follow his author's fan page. Anytime he releases a new book, he'll let you know. It's a quick and easy way to find his books. You can also find him on his YouTube channel called Nightmare Hunters Podcast. Go over there, give him a like, subscribe, and a follow, and give him a thumbs up. Say, hey, that old fluffy hillbilly ED said, come in and say hi to you. And DA puts on a good show with Robbie. Robbie's an author too, Same with him. Robbie Jet Range is his. Mine's E.D.Testament. I recommend go and find our books and follow us. Make sure that in the book sections you rate our books and comment. That helps us to get our books out to everybody else. I was half asleep when I saw a man looking at me. He then disappeared. Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. Um, no, I didn't check it. I just shut it off real quick, Roxanne, and hauled ass back in here. Hard to believe I've read all of DA's books in the last 5 times. Um, yeah, no Nightmare Hunters tonight. I'm glad you brought that up, Wayne. So I've been trying to figure this out, and I've came up with several theories of to why this happens. A lot of times when you're seeing apparition is when you're just waking up from sleep. So some of my theories on this is because your brain has been sitting there resetting itself, so it's more in tune to being able to see it again, versus when you're awake and your brain's been turned to mush by technology and all this other stuff. That is one of the theories that I'm looking at of why most of your reports are heard that they've seen it after waking up. Um, Now there's more reports of them just hearing things, being woken up to sounds. That's usually what happens to me. I get woken up to sounds. Maybe they were feeding off your energy, and that's why they was able to manifest that second, but they didn't get enough energy. So as soon as you woke up and saw them, they lost that energy. Or it's like, oh crap, they saw me. Now I've got to disappear. And that's kind of the ones I'm leaning towards of what could be there. Um, I don't know, but it's something I've been wondering for a long time. Like you're in a twilight era when trying to wake up. Yeah, yeah. Think about it. How many times kids, all the way up to adults, wake up and they see something? I mean, it happens all the freaking time. Now, is some of that pareidolia? Absolutely. That can be a T-shirt on a vacuum cleaner. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of stuff it could be, but not every time. Especially when that thing moves. Sorry, that's not a T-shirt on a vacuum cleaner. So I'm curious of why it's that case, and I'm leaning more towards your brain has been reset enough that it's not been um, what is the term I'm thinking of it doesn't have that pollution of the day to day life, which allows you to see that. And I could be wrong. My second closest one to that is because you wake up and they realize that you can see them and they disappear. Could be your mind is more in a state like it was when you was a kid. That's kind of what I was talking about. Yeah, exactly, Don. Yeah. That's what I was getting at because it's been reset. It doesn't have the pollution from your day to day life fresh on it now, so you can see things from a different point of view, a different eye, a different mindset, a different state of being. Um, so my top two is that one, or it's oh crap, they can see me and they disappear. That's my top two theories of why I think that is the case. I don't know. I really can't tell you what it is. That's just my theories. Um, but they make sense. At least in my twisted, warped little mind, it makes sense. I don't know. I mean, I would love to be able to get them to answer that. I mean, it took me several years, and finally during that Springfield commercial or club investigation I was on, I got answered a question I've asked for years. So it could be years and years and years before I find out the answer to that part. My question was, is this my family members and can you talk to them? And it said, yes, sometimes. When I got divorced, I stayed at the apartment in the beginning. After the divorce, I felt the ex next to me and I heard her snoring. That was strange. Yep, that made me go, what the hell? Now, could that just be a memory? Possibly. I actually ran into something on this audio. One of the very first things I caught on the bedroom 360 was my voice saying something that I never said, but it sounds like me. It sounded just like me. Problem was, is I know for a fact I never said those words during that investigation, and I was in a completely other part of the house that you couldn't hear, or of the RV, and you couldn't hear me the rest of the time through that same audio. I've seen a wizard-looking being with long white hair and long white beard back a few years ago. Oh no, was that? A lot of people were able to see it and hear things when they were kids and lose that when they get older. Yeah, absolutely. That Merlin guy you just seen, the wizard, the long beard, was that when you woke up? Was that just in the middle of the night? I mean, well, what's the story on seeing him? Yeah, I agree with you on the kid thing and older. I mean, William and I's talked about that many a times. We're more aware of that time because of our senses are in our natural state. Yep, who we really are, not the input from the physical flash hoods we are provided and accept into our consciousness. Yeah, I can see that. I can get on with that. Yeah, we're taught to shut off all our true senses. Absolutely. I agree with that. Oh, sorry, Dawn. I'm sorry. Wrong Dawn. Dawn, not Dawn. Dawn. Sorry. Oh my gosh. You see where my brain's at. Again, I was half asleep in my easy chair and saw energy from two plants in the living room. No kidding. What it looked like. So, I mean, this Dawn, not the Dawn. This Dawn. We'll have to start saying Morris. When I wake up, seeing him on my wall, he just looking at me. I didn't feel scared or nothing like that. So it's just kind of like some random old feller watching you. That's not uncommon. Now the description's kind of weird. Could that be what that guy looked like in life? Possibly. Could it be manifesting in the shape that it knew you'd be comfortable with? That's also possible. Yeah, not Dawn, but Dawn. I'm gonna have to figure out how to say that without mixing you guys up. But yeah, I'm kind of curious on that. He was in a white glowing robe. Wow. I'm dissecting this. Dawn wanted to talk to. I'm trying to break this down in my head. So white glowing robe. Now that could be part of its. It could be the fact that its robe wasn't able to manifest, and because a lot of times when you see an apparition, it's like a black smoky figure or a white smoky figure, and that could be the case that it was you can see the face details, but it wasn't a full body apparition. So the white that could explain the white glowing robe, or it could be something supernatural. I mean, definitely. Hey, William, just call one Don deer and the other Don deer. Not sure if he was a guardian angel. I can't say no. I don't know yet. That is intriguing, though. Similar to fire, it was leaning back and forth. No kidding. Similar to fire, it was leaning back and forth. So it was swaying side to side. Oh, wow. I never wear white after Labor Day. Actually, I never wear white at all. I love it. It wasn't Dawn sneaking in on Dawn and doing the peekaboo on Dawn because it wasn't Dawn. Oh that is man, that is a couple possibilities. I mean, honestly, looking at it on an investigator's point of view, I'm going, okay, is this a partial apparition, and that's why you got explains the glowing of the gown, or is this something paranormal? And you know, it's trying to manifest to something that provides me with some type of peace and calming. I don't know where, man. I missed my co-worker's funeral this morning because I slept through my alarm. Didn't wake up till 10:30. Then I've been on this computer ever since going through stuff. It does sound like, I mean, that was my first thought that, Dawn, it's not Dawn, saw a wizard. But the more you get to reading into it, man, I don't know. But I mean, the description straight up is wizard. That's why I said Merlin, because that's exactly what hopped in my head the very first point of view. Now, in all actuality, that's Holly Scrooge playing on your mind because that's not what the wizards actually look like or used to look like. Now it's just Holly Scrooge's image implanted into your brain. So, yeah. Dawn, it may be a witch. No, I wouldn't say that much. I mean, I can't say no, but I wouldn't lean towards that myself. So, it's intriguing. That is intriguing, though. An archangel. I don't know. I'm not there on it being one of those. Can't say it's not. That's just not where what I'm getting from it. Um, Mainly because that doesn't fit the descriptions of that stuff at all in any type of directs or text. And my microphone is being weird. Could have been a druid. Um, yeah, I could see that. Have you become loose? Saw a different Skinwalker Ranch program, and they documented mind speaking to orbs through vibration and frequency. Like I've stated, yeah, I remember them doing something with frequency, dealing with that stuff. Yeah, and 169 gigahertz. I remember them doing that was a couple years ago. Yeah, yeah. Did it look like a druid? Which I mean, druids look many different ways, but most of your wizard, um, Holly Scrooge type wizards are more druid than they are anything. The fact is a wizard can look like me. There's no set parameter of what a wizard actually looks like. That's just Holly Scrooge being Holly Scrooge doing what they do best, and that's jacking crap up and mixing things up. Either they do it on purpose or they do it because they're about as bright as a brick, or a combination of both. Probably both in my mindset. But yes, the most common depiction Holly Scrooge puts out of a wizard is actually more druid than anything. Yeah, I haven't watched them in a while because I just got bored of them. But I remember a couple years ago they were using frequencies to communicate with that stuff. uh, yeah, they were doing that a couple years ago, William. So they may be combined. I don't know. I mean that that show got to be so dang boring and so way the hell out in left field. It was just unreal. Both of them actually. I stopped watching them. They were my God. It just yeah. It got to be too much of a drama thing, so I stopped watching them. I mean, Skinwalker Ranch and Blind Frog Ranch ain't that far from each other. They're really not that far. And then like a year or so ago, they started combining the two shows together and having people from each show coming to the other one. And that's when I started going, yep, I can see where this is going. They started talking about the other shows and during that time frame too. That's so I don't know. That's it. That is done. That is actually an interesting encounter. Let us know if you get more not done, but done. If you get more encounters like that. I want to hear more about that. It is intriguing. Definitely intriguing. So thanks for everybody that shared today on their stuff, man. I appreciate that. That's what I love about this. You know. Then you got people like William, you know. William sees dead people. Heck, I see dead people. What am I talking about? And they don't know they're dead. Yeah, that's strange. I mean, that wouldn't have my brain going. I mean, I didn't even experience it. My brain's already going whack over it, trying to figure it out. Bounty says, I've been up there by Skinwalker Ranch. I've been by the portal from Verl to the ranch. They just foobarred. I watched a couple episodes. Yeah. Yeah. You got to the point that it's like anything else on TV. Real TV is actually made up drama TV that they put out there for clickbaits. It was headed by Brandon, the owner of Skinwalker Ranch, with different investigating teams. That's cool. I don't know. I just know real TV is not real TV, and that the way they were going on them shows turned me off of them. Yeah. I watched the first 2 minutes of the very first episode of Skinwalker Ranch and haven't watched it since. Blind Frog Ranch was worse than that one. It was a ranch in Arizona. No kidding. I mean, it's so what they're doing is okay. These things are obviously out there. These shows are obviously soft disclosure, telling you, okay, yeah, hey, these things do exist, without them coming out saying, hey, yeah, they exist. We knew about it this whole time. We just didn't tell nobody. Surprise! They're soft disclosures, man. They're drama, soft disclosures. Exactly what these shows are. You know, I know that's going to upset some people because they absolutely love them shows, but hey, to each is their own. I'm just going to call it like I see it, and I have not found a realistic TV show yet. But Arizona's right next to New Mexico, so I can see that being. Is it all along the 37th? William, Curiosity. Is it all along the 37th? That'd be something I'd be interested in. But I mean, look at it. They're taking stuff we talk about, and we try to be serious about, and creating these shows, and they're really doing a disservice. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, that's right. Utah. Which I can't remember. Does Utah fall? Does 37th fall in Utah? The coroner's area? Yeah. I can't stand shows like the fake drama like Mountain Monster. Yeah, that's, yeah, we're not going, I'm not going there. Yeah, no. I agree. Before Brandon owned Skinwalker Ranch, the government was there doing research on it. That's what they say, yeah. Near Sedona, Arizona. Huh. Yeah, there's also a similar area by the Four Corners. Yeah, there is. Yeah. You'll be surprised at how many areas there is actually of that. But like I said, I think these are fake ass drama shows to bring out the soft disclosure of, hey, these things exist. Surprise! Sorry, we didn't tell you before, but yeah, we didn't think you guys were intelligent enough to withstand this info. I love how somebody with a lot of money can determine how intelligent I am on what I'm able to discern and what I'm not. Make me feel so alive. Treat me like a kid. Yay! Exactly what they do. People with money. That's exactly what they do. There is. There is a lot of those areas around. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, look at it. How long have we been talking about this stuff and investigating this stuff? And no, it's not the American way. It's the rich pocket person way. It's not the American way. It's the rich person, the fat cat way. That's what it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm a big boy. Look what I can do. I can wear my new pull-ups too. Mommy, wow, I'm a big kid now. That's kind of how they look at us. Yeah. Screw that. I put my pants on the same you do, one leg at a damn time. Just because you got money don't make you more important to me. It means you're more miserable than I am. Yeah, it's not the native way, American way either. No, no, it's the fat cat way. People with money think that we're their children and they can treat us like little babies. I wouldn't be surprised they don't go around baby, 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 other white meat, baby. That's what's for supper. Oh, I made that comment and just realized that's literally what they do. Never mind. Yeah, it's stupid. And I have no use for a fat cat that thinks he controls everything. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Give me back flatbread. I'll take flatbread over sliced bread any day. Flatbread was the first sliced bread because it was flat. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Man, I can't say that because there's TV shows and I'm not going to certain. Uh, it rhymes with pew that people literally don't watch. You can look at the numbers. People don't watch that pew show, that show that rhymes with pew, and yet they're still on. So yeah, I don't agree with that one. They put it on because that's what narrative they want out there. Not saying that people don't watch them shows, just not as much as people think. Hey, Miriam, how's it going? Um, but I mean, it's true. Look at the numbers on that show that rhymes with Pew, and they're like extremely low. People do watch them, but not like you'd think, and it's still going on and strong because it puts out the narrative that they want. Another one is certain little lettered TV shows that's supposed to put a thing out that rhymes with moose, and their moose ain't worth the crap, but they're still on. Oh, that sounds like fun. I've got to get back to diving into this audio and video evidence once I'm done here. Best TV series was Supernatural. It made more sense. It was good, but it got really dumb at the end. I used to watch it until it got like, oh my God. I was like, who the hell took over the writing of this show? Because it had just got dumb. But in the beginning, it was good. I don't even have time for TV anymore. Keep thinking I should get one again, but I will probably just post more. I'd like to watch it from time to time, especially if I need to take a break from all this. Because I work a full time job. Then I'm also doing this here. I don't get days off. I mean, my days off are very few and far in between. I'm constantly working, so there's days that I just got to step away because my brain's just getting overloaded, and I'll do it. My puppy doesn't have many good outside photos yet. I don't take photos of my dog, so I can't. I don't have a dog in the fight when it comes to that. I can't say nothing. I'm not a picture taking guy. Why are you laying at that and not on your pillow? Um, I mean, I love watching some of them old shows, and I mean, a lot of stuff that I'll watch, even movie wise. I know it's fake as hell, but it's entertaining, so it helps keep my mind off. Honestly, what I've been watching the most of lately is the old school GI Joes, the old school Transformer cartoons. I mean, I did get on a Roman kick there for a little bit where I was watching them Roman movies, but generally when I'm watching TV, it's the old school GI Joe and the old school Transformers cartoons. I only watch TV when I need my brain to slow down. That's because of all the I mean, that's same with me. I got to step away. Oh, do you? I don't. I got to step away from this computer, step away from this office sometimes, and just let my brain just chill out. Because I'm doing research for shows, I'm doing research for books, I'm doing research for this, research for that. I'm writing this or writing that or going through this, going through that, creating this, creating that, and doing all that plus working a full time job. And like I said, when I switch positions, I'll be end up being working a lot more hours. While I'm working more hours, sometimes I just got to step away. I just got to kick back and it's like I got to take a break, and that's what I do. Bones. I don't think I've ever watched that. I'm not big on TV series, so I don't watch a whole lot of TV series unless it's wrestling, just because, well, it's a man's soap opera, and well, it's starting to become a man and woman soap opera because a lot of women are liking it nowadays compared to when I first started watching it. Um, but other than that, I'm the only TV shows I'm usually really watching is Transformers or GI Joes. Outside of that, it's just movies. I got into NCIS when it first came out. And then they started creating a 500 million other NCISs, and I just wasn't a fan of it. I think that's the show I'm thinking about. It was in Las Vegas. It's forensics crime lab, and that guy ended up going deaf. No, her chomper monsters didn't go. They didn't go that route. Although she's trying to talk it up, it more went like this route here. That was more of her chomper monster. Oh, CIS. Thank you, Don. Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Now you can see where I get the mix up was. It tells you how long I've watched it too. Oh man. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. CIS, crime scene investigators. I think. Yeah. See, I was close. NCIS and CIS. But I think it was like CIS Vegas or something like that. I think originally it was just CIS when it came out, and then they came out 50 million other ones. And now it's CIS Vegas and CIS. Eh, no. I liked it when it originally came out. It was a very good show when it originally came out. But like anything else, something gets good and other people get involved. It's like, I can make it great, and they turn it to crap. That's why you never get investors on that type of stuff, because they will ruin what you've made. And that's what happened to a lot of these good shows that was out there. They got ruined by investors because they thought they know more than what the American people wanted. So that's not a bad idea right there, Don. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, I ended up firing that producer on Viking Age Secret of Mercia. I want to get it out quick, so I'm just doing the voice thingy bobber. And as soon as they get it fixed and I finish going through listening to it, that will finally be available on audio. And I mean, all my published books will be out on audio by then. Oh, God, yeah. And that was the theme song that was filmed right where I was stationed in the Marines at Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii. Hey, Corey. This last spring, we both watch our shows on computers. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't sit at a desk that long. It drives me nuts. I'm already nuts because I've been at the desk all day. I can't do it. I got to walk away from time to time. But I will tell you now, if you guys didn't hear me last night on William's show, I got a grounding mattress cover. Holy crap. That thing has changed my freaking life. That has been one hell of an investment I've gotten. I don't wake up stiff and sore like I always did. I actually freaking sleep. I got tired of only getting 2 to 6 hours of sleep. I actually sleep ever since I got that grounding mattress cover. Very, 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 very glad I bought that thing. I don't know if I can find it on here or not. Now, see, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I mean, you can hook your computer to your TV. That wouldn't be so bad. Like, my back's already bothering me from being in this chair all day. I don't have Roku, but I mean, I got my living room TV's, I guess what you call a smart TV or something like that. Anyways, it has a lot of that fancy stuff on there. Wow, that's a lot more expensive than what I paid for it. It's the same one though. I don't remember paying that price for that. Huh. Anyways, man, I could have sworn we paid like 20 or $30 for it. That's what I, or this is what's coming up is what I bought. This says it's $66. I thought I only paid like 20 or $30 for it. So either it went up on price or I bought it on sale. But this is what I bought, and I know it told me it was a queen. It definitely ain't no queen. I can tell you that right now. But no, that kind of fits on my bed. Is like that right there. It doesn't cover it like the other picture showed. But I can tell you now, man, that thing has been one hell of an investment. Yeah, that's what I bought. Huh, I don't remember paying $66 for it though. I Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so I think it's what it's called. I don't. Damn thing's smarter than I am. They can spy me all they want, and they're not gonna like what they see. Hey, Goku is badass. Can't diss Goku. Goku's the man. Well, look at it. They can do it through my phone. They can do it through my computer. They can do it through my iPad. So it ain't no big deal if I got that TV or not. They're still going to be able to do it. People forget about that very thing right there. With all the technology you have, they can watch you through pretty much everything, even your little watch. When it comes to that type of stuff, it's usually that. So, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, yeah, yeah. But they are. They're watching me through my computer right now as we talk. They're watching me through my phone. They're watching me through the watch, through my iPad. They're watching me through your alarm clocks, through your door ring bell or whatever that thing, ring doorbell, whatever that thing's called. They ain't gonna make a damn bit of difference. I got a smart TV or not. They're still gonna watch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same thing with Alexas. That's why people's like, I can't believe you do that. I don't, for one, I don't have it plugged in unless I'm using it, which I haven't used it since the last time we did it on William's show. And it don't matter because it's not the only thing that's listening. It's not the only thing that's watching. Hey, Larry, how's it going? So it's just another type of ghost, man. That's what the government is, man. They've turned themselves into a ghost entity to watch you. But oh man. So tomorrow, I just realized what time it was. Tomorrow we're going to have the actor, the stuntman, the author, Jesus Payan Jr. on the show. We're going to be talking about elementals. Now, the good thing about elementals can be found all over the world. And if you actually study the elementals from around the world, they're all pretty much the same. And we're going to dive into that. It's going to be good having him back on. I've missed having him on. I've just gave him a little time with some stuff that he was going through, so that's why I haven't asked him to be on in a little while. But it's going to be so nice having him back on. We always have a great time when we're on together. Uh, there is no DA or there is no Nightmare Hunter tonight, with DA being hurt. But as far as I know, Jessica Jones is going to have a show tonight. So keep it on. I don't know if I'll have a chance to catch her show tonight because I've got to get this investigative stuff done. So it depends on how long it takes me to finish going through, the about 2-3 hours of stuff I've got left to watch. We'll determine on that. Roxanne, he's a hoot. He is a hoot. Lazy people don't like to sweep or mop. That's the blueprints to property with real time toys that walk and talk and say, "Oh yeah." I'm laughing right now because the mountain monsters have a mini me mini me group of monsters. Oh my god, no, no, you're full of shit. You're lying, dude. No way. They literally do. Oh my god. I'm glad to remind. Yeah, I'm glad you remind me of elementals. Yeah, I mean, elementals are a sacred supernatural entity. This should be upheld with all respect. And if you have them around you, always treat them with respect. It's hard to gain their respect, easy to lose it. I hear thumping going on, but there's my unless my daughter's in her room thumping. Oh, you know what? Boar could be knocking on the door wanting in. Yeah, we got that going on tomorrow. I'll be working on that, getting that video evidence so I can put that paranormal investigation out. I'll do like I did the last one. If you're a members only, you'll have a first week of access to it before anybody else does before it goes public. And then I'm also working on getting the books that I'm working on. I'll have its own separate page on my web channel. Um, I can kind of show you what I'm doing right now on it, trying to get that thing set up. So I've got one that's got all my published books. This one here, as you can see, it's any book that I'm working on. It's going to have a little bit of a story to it, explaining the book a little bit. These are all the books that I'm working on at the moment, and man, I got a lot of them. So that page will be up there, and it'll be called Future Books. So if you're on my web page, this will be available. I'm hoping by tonight, if not tomorrow. Um, it'll be available. And still working on it. What time tomorrow? 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. It put, it's put on by Willie and Jeff. Gotta be there. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna watch that. But yeah, there's my web page, which I was just showing you me working on it. That is one of the multiple things I've been doing today, generally at the same time. Don't forget Supernatural Sunday Coffee in the Morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Open mic with Research Topic 2. That's right. That'll be on William's YouTube channel, William Nighthawk's High Strangeness on YouTube. I believe it's William Nighthawk 6630. Um, you can find my books on Amazon under the author of E.D. Testerman. Make sure you follow my author's fan page. Please, please, please rate my books and comments. Help me to get them books out to other people. So, with that being said, is there anything I'm forgetting? Is there anything I'm forgetting? I think that's it. No, keep the family members of the people we've lost this week in your prayers. We'll be doing another moment of silence for them tomorrow as well. Keep them in your hearts. Keep them in your prayers. Um, I know they don't know who we are, but we know who they are. And my heart goes out to them. Very sad week, very very sad week, folks. Um, hey, I memorized it. So that being said, until tomorrow morning, y'all, peace, love, and blessings to y'all. To my OGs, from my new subscribers, my OGs, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I'm truly humbled and by the fact that you want to listen to this old hillbilly talk about things. So I'm grateful to you. Give a hand to my moderators, Corey, William, and Roxanne. They're a huge help with me doing this show. Roxanne is been a huge help. Keep trying to keep me track on time because I get to talking about things or doing things. I lose track of time all the time. You guys see it. So, shout out to them guys. Thank you very much. So, as always, everybody, peace, love, and blessings. I'll see you tomorrow.